should have broke me a long time ago. I'm unbreakable now.
Keep driving it. Your very best. Your very best. Your very best.
Nobody is going to outwork you. Put the work in and take the stairs to the top.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Good morning from the Camino de Santiago, from the village of Vega del Valcarce. As you can see, we're not walking today. Christy has been really struggling with some SI joint pain, and she's been a real trooper, trying to really keep going the last couple of days. And today was a no-go, and she's still been struggling with the allergies as well, so we made the decision to just take a day to take it easy and get some rest. We're still here. It's about 11:45 in the morning. We're still at our hotel, which is a converted big house, actually very nicely done place. I'm here in the little dining room as we are making our preparations to travel to the next town. So one of the things that I wanted to just briefly go over is, not only is it hard physically walking, there's also a lot of effort that goes into planning, preparation, daily work in the sense of you're changing locations, you're sleeping in a new place every night. I made our reservations back in November for most nights, and we've tried to stick to that as much as possible. There's a little anxiety each day as we walk into the village, not knowing if the online pictures and reviews would be accurate as to where we're staying. About 90% of the time they have been. We've had a few experiences that we could probably skip over. But you know, every day you're in a new place, you have to find a place to do laundry. You have to find a place to get something to eat. And the restaurants close at 2 o'clock and do not reopen until 7 or 8 o'clock in some towns. And there's been probably half the nights that we have just skipped dinner. We've just been too tired and have just gone to bed. And we're probably sleeping 10 hours a night. Some nights sleeping really well, depending on the accommodations, and some nights it's a little rougher. We had quite a few warm days where there was no, air conditioning is a definite luxury in Europe and in northern Spain especially. So we had some nights that were pretty warm where we were opening windows, but listening to street sounds, trying to find fans, trying to source a fan, you know, just trying to do things to make it work. And it's been quite an adventure. We're having a good time. And I wanted to just briefly also touch on the fact this is my second time to do the Camino de Santiago. The first time around was kind of in what I like to call my previous life, and due to some circumstances that and situations that came up, I was unable to finish walking the Camino de Santiago, and always wanted to come back to complete it. It kind of was a bucket list item, so to speak. And of course, as I've shared, I had my back injury which was more than just a fracture. There was multiple injuries that went along with that. So when I had my third surgery and I was up walking in the hospital with a walker around the nurse's station, I felt so good. I blurted out, "I'm gonna go walk the Camino." And Christy, in her adventurous spirit, said, "Well, I'm going with you," without realizing what she had just committed to. And I have to say, she committed to it, and she has been a rock. She has been right here committed to doing this with me. Like I mentioned earlier, she has been fighting an injury and some sickness, and I have to force her to rest. Because she in fact said to me this morning, "I will do this with you if I have to crawl across the finish line." And I definitely, being loved and being in a committed relationship like that is fun, and it's relaxing, and it's joyful. And so I'm having fun. And part of the reason I'm able to do this with my injuries and all of old age, all of that, is a combination of the hard work I put in and the fact that I have Christy by my side, holding me, holding my hand, helping me along, encouraging me, sometimes saying, "Why did you book a hotel that's attached to a gas station?" Didn't know that one. But anyway, having a good time. It's beautiful here. The people, for the most part, are wonderful. Meeting pilgrims from all over the world, and just enjoying ourselves and trying to do things like this before we're not able to. So like, I think you'll see in a video, our friend Mark that we met from England, and he and I walked together for a couple of days, which was a real treat for me, because I usually walk by myself since I'm so slow. But Mark and I had a good time walking, but he just said, "Do it. Come do the Camino if you have a chance." It doesn't matter what your condition is, frankly, what your finances are, frankly, what your commitments are. Sometimes the cost of not doing things is far greater than the cost of doing them. So just do it. Get out and experience life. It may not be the Camino, it may be some other item that you would like to do. And I would just encourage you to just take a chance and get out there and get it done. So with that being said, buen Camino, and buen way of life. Camino means way, so good way. Have a good way of life, and we will check back in with you, I think, from on top of a very tall mountain we're going to climb tomorrow.